These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26. Says Sudani is going to the United Nations. Has the Prime Minister of Iraq ever been in front of the United Nations that you can remember? Frank says he's going with great pride, joy to tell the world something. You think he's going to tell the world, hey, we're staying with a program rate. Hey, we want to remain a third world country. Hey, we want Iran to continue to abuse us. Frank says he's going to tell the world what you and I know about the monetary and economic reform of Iraq. All right, Hennig article, quote, Sudanese arrives in New York. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Sudani arrived on Monday in New York to participate in the meetings of the United Nations General Assembly. Claire article, quote, it seemed clear and practical. The New York Times, al-Sudani won the support of the Iraqis. The American newspaper, the New York Times, said on Monday, the Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani has won the support of the Iraqis and is seeking to address Iraq's many problems. Mark Z via PDK, Sudani did address the UN and he has more meetings. A big week is already underway. He has meetings with the State Department and the Assistant Secretary of Treasury today. To me, they are setting the stage, and Sudani is telling everyone that Iraq is in compliance and that they are done before they pull the trigger for the world stage on the currency change. That is my opinion and the opinions of many others. I've been talking too high up in this process. They are stage setting and expect Sudani to let the cat out of the bag while at the UN. I hope this is accurate. All right, Angel 1 says Sudani has been in New York. We were told Sudani was scheduled to speak on Friday. Sudani has already spoke. Last week, Sudani had a special meeting that was broadcast across the nation, 1 hour and 24 minutes. He went off on security, stability, exchange rate, water, wheat, deals, about how incredibly well Iraq was doing. Today in a speech, we see a mirror image of that. In New York, on an international stage, he has let the world leaders know exactly where Iraq is and that they are open for business and they are coming. Nader from the Mideast says Sudani meets with the Treasury again today. Last week they met in Iraq. This week they met over here. He gave his speech already, small one. He's going to give another speech on Wednesday or Friday, I think. Mark Z via PDK, Walking Stick is right, and he's referencing Walking Stick's post from the 18th. Mark Z says having conversation with people in Iraq, people in government sectors there, in finance and oil sectors. The contractors saying it's deafening roar right now is an understatement. All right, Walking Stick, all levels, executive levels, employee levels, everybody associated with banks is meeting with the CBI. They're being given instructions on how to send the Iraqi dinar outside of the country. They were already trained on the ATMs, how to teach the lower dinars to the citizens of Iraq. They are now being taught the final stage, the international float. All right, Frank 26 says this relationship with Iran is what I have been looking for. You should have been looking for it too. I told you we need the floor of the CBI to be so clean that you can eat off of it. You can cook on it because as far as I'm concerned, in my strong opinion, the RI is here and it is coming to be introduced to the citizens of Iraq. Mark Z via PDK says, as what I expect on timing from everything I'm hearing, I think the window opens tomorrow. It certainly looks great right now, so somewhere between tomorrow and October 8th, but I think it will be sooner rather than later. Angel 1 says Intel is hot right now. There were some dotting in the I's and crossing the T's that Sudani needed to do before he came to New York for the United Nations session. The New York Times has already put out a beautiful article praising him. And lastly, Yada says it's all done. They are to the point they have to release the rate to go further. All the contracts with other countries are set to go. Corporations are set to come into country and only with a released rate.